Affinity Photo surprises all the time. There's always new features you find with old tools, such as the flood fill tool. This was created using the flood fill tool. Also, it uses a gradient. So I need to create a gradient. So let's just remove that. So layer, a new layer, and gradient tool. So it just creates a very basic gradient initially. Click up here and select in your swatches a gradient you might find of interest. So something like that. And of course you can tweak it. You will have different gradients, but I'm using this gradient. So once you've got that, you can deform this and distort it. You can see I've got one example already here. So just go here and remove that one. You can see the example that I actually used to create that previous one. But how to actually distort it? Well, what you need, filters, and down here to distort and deform. Please check out my videos on how to create deformed layers. Very quick and easy. You can create all kinds of unique designs. So I'm just going to remove that one now. So let's start with that. That's what you get if you deformed it. So once you've done that, go to Layer and New Layer. And you can see you've got a layer there. Now, this layer is beneath it, and that's the key thing. So this layer here, go to the Flood Fill tool. Make certain you select this layer, not that layer. Go along here, set the tolerance to 2% or 1%. You can vary it, of course. And layers beneath, that's the key thing. Just go there. Now you can change the blend modes as well. You could use different ones. In fact, I haven't even explored that. I'm certain even more unusual designs can be created. So once you've done that, you can go over here and click. Just click anywhere and you can see it creates something like that. You can see along that line. Now you can see, of course, the contour shape. So you can just click here and you can see that it follows that around. But you can also change the colours. And of course you could change the colours over here, just change them. But the swatches are useful. So you can go to the swatches, you've got loads of colours. Now you can't use gradients. It'd be nice if you could, but unfortunately you can't. So colours and just select one from there. So blue this time. And just click there and maybe click there. And you can see as you do this, you create this contour effect. Very quick. With any kind of image, you can create this sort of contour effect. And you can do it obviously multiple times. And you can vary this tolerance, maybe put it down to 1%, or obviously not 0, maybe 1%. And just click there, and so on. So create a variety of different designs like that, and maybe another one. And you can see the general gist of that. You can just go there and create that. Now, if you click on there, you will see it will sometimes obviously go inside as well to create even more contour. So something like that. Well, once you've got that, what you can do, go to effects, because all it is a layer, but the layer's still got some transparency. These areas here that I haven't clicked on are totally not filled. So you can go to effects, click there, and go to 3D and set the radius, and then go to outer shadow, and you can then change that. And you can see then you get something like that. Obviously, you've still got the original image, so you can just remove that or just go like that, and you can see the end result. But, of course, one thing you could do, you could create another layer and then build on this. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to, and maybe I'm wrong on this, it seems to take any layer as layers beneath. So if you've got this and it's not visible even, it seems to take it, which is a pity. I don't know why. It should have said visible layers beneath, would be even better. But it does seem to take every layer. That's an observation, maybe it's not right. But what you can do, if you want to build up and create a more complex design, that doesn't mean it's more complicated to do that. Obviously, you could create another document. That's always a great one. And just add this layer to another document. That's a quick solution, not ideal. But you can also, another one, which I always quite often do, is assets. Now, you probably don't want to add vast amounts of assets. It's obviously going to build resources up, issues, potential. But you could say create a category and just call it contours. Just create that quickly. I haven't got one before. So now go to this menu here, click there and add from selection. This contour design is currently selected. So add from selection. And you can see it's added. You can just see it. It stores everything. So it stores the layer effects, the shadows, bevels, etc. Or what you can then do is you can go back here, delete that, create a new layer. So new layer. With that, you can then go there, flood fill tool again, make certain you're selecting the right layer. I've done that a few times during testing, and I've been adding to the actual pixel layer, which I didn't want to do. And you can see then you could build up a different design. So maybe go there and add some more. And you can see you can just create that. I'm just going to create a very quick, loose design like that. And a few more, maybe red or pink. No, that one there, red. Now, it doesn't matter the colour underneath. So you can see that the blues are being ignored. It's just the red that's obviously created that. The colour there doesn't create it in the colour that's below. That's what I mean. And you've got green, and you can see you can build up that. So once you've done that, exactly the same as before, go to layers, FX, 3D, just increase that radius. Yeah, it's up to you, of course, and you've got lots of options, profiles, direction, also maybe add different light sources in. I've always generally gone for 1, but you can always do 3, 4, etc. And again, add an outer shadow quickly, and you got that, and close. Exactly the same as before, move tool selected, and got this layer there. Again, go to the assets. Now it's behind there, so there's the assets. And you can simply go there and add from selection. So you've got that. So you can see now you've got a different one. Well, obviously I'm not going to delete that one now, but I'm just going to go to this one and just drag it back. So now that gets over the problem of, I mean, obviously the structure is going to be approximately the same. It's the same contour underneath. Now, workaround for that, if you want to create different designs, of course, would be simply to go here. Let's just remove those. Go to this pixel here and repeat deform. And that will create a different one. Or just go and select a different gradient, apply a different deform, and you could build up more complex designs, different sort of shapes and combinations in this. And of course, these layers can be, if you want, be used with the flood fill. You could use them. All these layers could be beneath, so you could just go create a layer, a new layer, and then use this design that's underneath, which of course you can then manipulate. You don't have to keep them the same. Maybe with this pixel layer here, go to filters, repeat deform, it's available, and just distort it. So you can see then, you distort. Obviously it's going to maybe slightly degrade it a bit. You might stretch it too far, but you can see now you've got a slightly more complex design underneath. And then again, go back, create a new layer, and continue with that. So there's hundreds of different ways you can use this flood fill to create some really truly abstract, contour, weird and wonderful designs using the assets in combination with layers as well as the swatches and there. So that will be the end result of that. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. Please subscribe to the channel. Always adding new videos, Affinity Photo, Photoshop, and also I'll be doing some for like Rebel and also Cavalry. If you've never used Cavalry, never say it right particularly, but it's a really amazing application that's free and that you can use to create some really interesting designs and effects with still images as well as videos, which is something I really love. Bye.